Hello Leos, and welcome to your January 2018 general reading. First of all, I would like to thank all of you from the bottom of my heart. You have been fantastic following your readings with your comments and with your subscribing. You're really wonderful. Now, another thing that I would like to let you know is the new things that are coming up onto my channel. Starting from the month of January, I will be doing 6 different readings per sign per month. They will be then combined all in a playlist, and I'll be putting the link at the end of each video. So hold on, wait until the last 20 seconds of the video, and then you will be able to click into the link to your playlist and see all of your 6 readings for each month. So starting from this month of January. Now, just to remind you, this reading is for Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising, and it will not resonate with everybody. But from what I can see here from the spread, there is very much a pattern that is being brought forward from, I believe, a reading that I have done for you. I could have been December, or maybe the reading for the 2018 forecast that is on already on my channel. So if you're interested to see your 2018 forecast, please go onto my channel and you will find it there. But let's start the reading. So the energy oracle card, to which I asked, which kind of energy will you be working with in the month of January? Here we've got caring connections. Now this is a beautiful card. It's really wonderful. It's, you know, it's about not only a personal romantic relationship, it's you relating to anybody in your life in a caring way. You've got a wonderful heart. You really care so much for the people that you love and for the things that you do, because you're very loyal. So this would be the main energy that you will be focused on in January. And then I asked the Gateway Oracle card, which better way, you know, to bring forth these connections and make them as caring as possible. And here we've got communicating freely. I communicate from the depth of my being. Again, this very much for me. As I said, yeah, I remember one particular reading. I can't pinpoint exactly which one, but it's, you know, it's brought forward in January. It's about you working on your communication. So by communicating freely, but here it really shows me how better for you to work with those caring connection. It's communicating in a way that it comes from a place of love. You know, showing, you always communicate coming from your heart, but maybe doing it, showing that part of you, instead of putting only fire on it. It's beautiful, you're full of fire and passion, it's fantastic, but maybe, you know, coming in a bit softer through your communication, because as you can see there is the beautiful sprouting green grass and the heart. And there is the little swallow that represents communication and music. Again, you know, there is a note there. I don't know if you can see it, a musical note. Again, that reminds me very much of singing. So let your communication come through as a symphony of connection between your heart and your passion. But let's start the main reading. Here we've got the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups has got very much to do with personal relationships, so one-to-one. This could talk about someone that you're very close in a romantic way. So it could be your partner, could be somebody that you are, dating, or somebody that you're living with, your husband, your wife. So really this is very much connecting to communicating with these people, but also it could mean about communicating with the people that are around you all the time. So it could be co-workers, it could be your boss, it could be anybody, because this reading, really it's a general way of you to understand how you will need to communicate in the month of January. After that, we've got the Prince of Swords. So the Prince of Swords here really, it's all about fast communication. It's you, even though this is an air energy, this is how you communicate. You know, when something it's bothering you, or when you need to say something, you really come up very fast, very forward, and you can be very down to the point. It's a bit of a harsh communication here. So it's like as if you have got to tame that side of you. And here then we've got the Ten of Pentacles. And that for me very much, it talks about family and work. So both within the people that they're connecting to you on a family level, you know, on an affectionate level, and also into your work world. So very much, you know, communication this month, I can't stress it enough, how important it is. And again, it's reinforced with the Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands, it's all about communication. And here, Wands, it's your element, is fire. You see how focused you are there with the arrow and trying to put the aim, you know, trying to aim straight, and the lion there, that's Leo, that's you. And the fire. So honestly, I think that all of this reading, it's an advice for you, Leos, on how to communicate better, how to learn in this month of January to communicate in a different way, in a softer way. And even though keep staying in your truth, of course. After the Eight of Wands there, we've got the Four of Swords. So it's like a pause. So really tells me, okay, yes, communicate. Because that's the only way. You know, other signs have got problem communicating, but you don't. But here, with the Four of Swords, it tells me very much, take a pause before saying things. You know, go to deep within. You know, catch a breath, count up to 10 before you put your ideas across, or your feelings across through communication. And then we've got the Six of Cups. So it's very much of looking at how you did communicate it in the past. Six of Cups, it's all to do about how we did things in the past, how we always done things. It's a recurring pattern. And what here, it tells me, it's followed by the Five of Pentacles. It's like it's time for you to move away from that way of doing things. So very much, very strong here. Please, before you say anything, just take a little pause. Because what that is going to bring you is going to bring you to the point where you will come across like the King of Cups. Now here you could be involved, or there is somebody who's very important in your life that is part of the water group. Scorpio, Cancer or Pisces. Or you might have that placement in your chart. But I sense that this is your energy, that if you start applying yourself in January and make that little change about the way you communicate, what's going to happen to you, my friend Leos, is that you are going, yes, staying in your truth. That won't change. That won't change the core of who you are. But you will be putting across and putting forward, and I'm saying that because the Eight of Wands, the card of communication, it's above it. You will be able to put across your feelings in a much more, in a softer way. And so that people will understand that whatever you say, because the tone of voice would change, because the speed of which the communication is coming across from you has changed, they will really see that is coming from the heart, because the King of Cups, it's the archetype of the person that is able to really balance their emotions, that is in charge of their emotions. And when we communicate that way, people listen a lot more. And here we've got the lighthouse with the beautiful glow around it. So that reminds me very much of the Hermit card there. When you go within, with the Four of Swords, taking a breather before communicating, you will then see which way is the best to put your ideas and your feeling across. You will be enlightened, and people will really understand where you're coming from. And then we have the Strength card. This is your card. So again, I reiterate, you will be still standing in your truth. Don't be afraid of losing who you are by changing the way you communicate. You won't. You will still have your power. But use that strength to change within, so that people will be connecting to you in a much more caring way, and they will understand much better how really caring you are. And here we've got the Empress. The Empress is giving birth to yourself new in this particular reading. And here again we've got the Lioness with the cub. So again, this reading is stressing how important it is for you to start this new year of 2018, showing how much you care. That of course you did all the time, but if you do it in a softer way. And it's really changing yourselves. Here I'm using only one hand, so I don't know if you'll be able to see. Also, if I read them this way, the Prince of Swords, cutting through the Six of Cups, cutting through the way that you always did, coming, from when you were young. So if we're talking about communication, if you're using, again, the Prince of Swords to cut through the way that you always communicated in the past, you will be able then, with the Empress, to give birth to your new way of communicating and to really shine through and to let everybody see your soft side and your caring side. And then we've got the Five of Swords. Here I strongly sense that you will be afraid of making this change, because we always get used of being in a certain way, and you will have to do a bit of work, and really, as I said, with the Four of Swords again, go within and understand that, don't be afraid of this. You will win anyway, and leave behind all of the fears that you have about this change. And also, don't be afraid with the Ten of Swords of being hurt if you do that. And also, this tells me that if you do that, if you do change the way you communicate, that with the Ten of Swords, you will leave behind the pains that you might have felt in the past. When you try to say something to somebody, whatever, in a working environment, or into a personal relationship, or connecting to family or whoever, and feeling, oh my God, they don't understand, they took it all wrong. The Ten of Swords, it's coming at the end of that pain. The Ten of Swords, it's, you feeling not understood, stabbed in the back. But here we have got, I don't know if you can see, the man there sitting with the 10 swords stuck in his back. But here we've got a rebirth. Here very much reminds me of the Judgment card. When you can see the difference that it would make by making that change in your communication style, and that will move you forward with the woman in top of the chariot. And the horse is white. For me, white is spirituality. It's really connected to your inner and higher self. So really, really strong message here for you. And then we've got the Nine of Wands. Don't give up on that change just because you will be encountering that kind of resistance within yourself with the Five of Swords. Don't give up with the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands doesn't give up, and that is typical of you. You don't give up. You're so strong, Leos. And what is that going to bring you? The Ace of Pentacles. A new start. The Ace of Pentacles is about new starts. So you will then, it's like as if you are going to be reborn in this new way of being, and you will see how much rewards it's going to bring, because a lot of flowers are blooming there. A lot of people will open more to you and will really understand you. And also you will bloom into this new knowledge. Okay, Leos, I hope that you enjoyed this reading. I know it's quite general. That is strange for me, because usually the message is quite, well, it's not really, it's what I sense that in the month of January you will need to work with to start a new path at the very start of the year 2018. So start that ball rolling about your communication style, and that can only bring you forward through 2018 on a better way, on you feeling more content, you feeling more relaxed, and you feeling that other people are really understanding where you're coming from. Okay? So if this reading resonated with you and if you enjoyed it, please like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to click onto the link that is going to appear at the end of this video for your playlist for all of your 6 reading for this month. And also, as I said, if you're interested, go and see the 2018 forecast for you, Leos. Okay, thank you very much for watching. Bye-bye.